Final time of a Broncos game in 2024, and at the start of the year, particularly after the season that Brisbane had in 2023, who thought we'd be saying that in round 27? Here are the Melbourne Storm getting ready for a final hit out before they take on this NRL final series. And here's a look at the Brisbane Broncos and the way their team lines up tonight. A couple of changes to the team that we saw played last week against the Dolphins. Fletcher Baker and Jaden Hunt get an opportunity to start in the forward. So we're about to see the Melbourne Storm make their way out onto Suncorp Stadium. In fact, here they are, led out by Harry Grant. A team that is ready to give the 2024 Premiership a real shake. They are our minor premiers. A number of these players rested last week, and they'll be ready for a big hit out tonight as they prepare to take on this upcoming final series. And Cam Smith, what a inclusion this is. Xavier Coates back fit, and he's ready to fire tonight.
Yeah, certainly is salty. And we haven't seen Xavier Coates for quite some time, since the Origin series really, where he had that hamstring issue. But a huge inclusion on the wing tonight. Look for Jerome Hughes to try some aerial raids over to his corner. And here comes Adam Reynolds.
Yes, Adam Reynolds leading out the Brisbane Broncos onto Suncorp Stadium. Not a bad Thursday night crowd in attendance. Great shots from high above Suncorp Stadium. And there'll be a tinge of sadness tonight. Paul Fortin for that man on screen, Corey Oates, his final appearance for the Broncos.
And he's been a wonderful player for the Broncos for a long, long time. Let's hope he can finish off with a bang and maybe get a try or two. But this Brisbane Broncos team, Salty, they won 3 of their last 12 appearances. And for a team that made the grand final last year and were 15 minutes away from winning it, it's been a major disappointment. They're sitting in 12th spot against the leaders of the competition. It could be a tough night for them tonight.
Let's see how they go. Welcome, by the way, on your first bit of work for this evening, so nice of you to join us. So we're underway. The final round, would you believe, is here. And here's Nelson Asafa-Solomona. Meaney to Warbrick. Warbrick gets away from Rogers. Here goes Will Warbrick. He's hard to stop, and he's in full flight. Look at him go. Will Warbrick opens up the Broncos defence and opens the scoring.
Corey Oates tried to nip it in the bud, couldn't, then beat one. And look at this, is easy. It's too easy for Warbrick. Someone else comes at him late, brushes him away. Beautiful try.
Yeah, nice little set piece down on their right edge. Might have been a bit of a misread of one of the Broncos players. They jammed in when they really didn't need to. Create the overlap on the outside for Will Warbrick, and geez, he's done a lot of damage when he's got space on the outside.
Nick Meaney won't get an easier kick than this one from right in front to make it 6-0, and it's there. Munster, dummy to Blore, goes to Grant. Grant finds Hughes. Like clockwork, Katoa to Farlongo. Now Warbrick. Warbrick down the touchline. He'll fancy a double and get there. Well, Warbrick has 2 tries in 2 minutes.
Norman replay. Munster, show in, play out, ball out in front. Harry Grant the same. And look, just look at that little clump of players out wide. And again, they're making the outside defenders of the Broncos make decisions. And like the last try, it was Jesse Arthurs. He just gets interested by that runner on his inside shoulder, which creates the overlap on the outside. And Warbrick, he had plenty to do there. He still had to beat 2 defenders, but too big, too strong.
Yeah, no one's stopping him from 10 metres out.
His first kick was from right in front. This is a tough one for Nick Meaney. Struck it beautifully, though. Warbrick, 104. Oh, and here we go. You can add to that tally now for Warbrick. He's away. Tries to get away from Saylor. Inside to Meaney. Back to Hughes. Razzle dazzle from the Storm.
It's another Storm try. Deep in their own 20-metre zone. The Harvey Norman replay shows it all. Warbrick, well, he's having a game already. How good's he going? One-handed pass. And then the support's always there. And this guy, Jerome Hughes, he's the best supporter in the game.
Yes, supporter. He is, Fatty. And I'll tell you what, he finished the play that he started. The pass, the cutout pass to Will Warbrick was sublime. And many people are talking about this man on screen taking out the Dally M medal this year. I'll tell you what.
Brisbane goes short. And they've knocked the ball on there, the Broncos.
Play on, play on.
This will be play on. Melbourne have flung it in. It didn't go out. Farlongo to King. And King will play it. McDonald's fresh on the fields. 12 away from the line. Big back line set to the left here. Hughes, Munster, Bloor with a dummy. And he'll be stopped, 10 away. Grant. Goes to Munster. Munster to Hughes. Running into that big hole is Katoa. Slams it down. Ali Katoa scores a try for Melbourne.
Yes, and it doesn't get much easier. Again, you have to be better than this. This is, look, 1, 2, just sticking their arms out. It's not good enough, boys.
Nick Meaney has 2 from 3 so far tonight for the Melbourne Storm. You can make that 3 from 4. Now, Carrigan to Rogers and Hunt, and he can't get through. Good tackle, Katoa. Carrigan, Reynolds, Sailor. Easy pickings there for Munster. Moser, Reynolds, Carrigan. Backs his way into the Storm defence. Dishes it out the back. Moser on the bounce, running onto it is Hunt. And Jaden Hunt tackled there by Hughes. Moser to Reynolds, Talpau. Offload, Hetherington. Kamikamitha and Liero in the tackle. Moser, Talpau, back to Moser, gets a pass away, and are they over? They sure are. Josh Rogers grabs a try for Brisbane, and the Broncos are on the board.
Yeah, nice little piece of play here by the Bronx. All that often in the modern game, the run-around, the wrap-around play, but it causes all sorts of issues for defensive players.
Opening try for the Broncos, and Reynolds curls that one in. And he looks to take off and finds Hughes. Hughes ducking away from defenders. What about turning defence into attack, this Melbourne Storm team? Warbrick. Melbourne on fire. They're inside Brisbane's 20. Hughes, Munster. Munster with a dummy. Still throwing dummies. It's a set restart. Brisbane are offside. Farlongo will play it. 18 away from the line. McDonald's. He's wrapped up. Brisbane will do well to hold on here. Grant throws a dummy, goes straight through. Harry Grant with a try.
Too easy. That's way too easy for Harry Grant. One of the best dummy halves in the competition. You just cannot afford to be taking dummies like that. Harry Grant.
Meaney from right in front. Converts.
Hughes off balance, couldn't play the ball.
Kamikamitha off the tap. Plays it a metre away from the line. Grant to Hughes. Hughes with a dummy. Got there. Yes. Reached out. Put the ball right on the line. Try awarded.
And once again, this online defence by the Brisbane Broncos is just awful.
They're all standing around like they don't know what's happened. Harvey Norman replay. He just got the ball. There wasn't much happening. This is where he reaches out. Does he get the ball down?
No problem for Meaney. Jensen down low, Reynolds over the top. Now Munster, Farlongo, kicks, and Xavier Coates.
On replay, Munster, he gets 2 passes wide and then just a little dink in behind. Just see how he put that little bit of backspin on the ball. Just catches a bit of dew on the surface. Takes the momentum away from the football. Just watch that, couple little skids, slows down. And Xavier Coates plants it down. Lovely bit of skill there from Suafai Longo.
What a bonus for the Melbourne Storm to get Xavier Coates back in the team. Heading into the big games.
Replaced by Lazarus Varlepu. You can guarantee he's not going to go onto the wing. Meany from out wide. Does it hold its line? That's a beauty. What a kick. From the field. Looks like with a hamstring injury. I know Danica will be onto it down on the sideline as Hughes kicks for Warbrick. He takes that one really well. Inside pass. That's on the Broncos' hand. And Hughes scores.
And touch of luck for the Storm, but they had players there. They had players jump for the ball on the Harvey Norman replay, get it back, and then that came off a Brisbane player in Josh Rogers, and Jerome Hughes, man on the spot for an easy try.
Yeah, and that was the difference, Paddy, wasn't it? That's, you just mentioned it, the numbers around the football. You see Rogers there, he throws out a desperate hand to try and knock that ball dead, but
takes his time with this one and struck it nicely. Well, we're talking about the Melbourne Storm and them marching into the finals in great form. There's Cobbo. He's monstered there, and there'll be a one-on-one steal attempt. He hangs onto the ball. Nelson couldn't rip it from him. Reynolds kicking on the last. Munster, he takes it.
Okay, we're coming back for a penalty. That contact on Tristan Sailor, mate.
Okay, late contact on Tristan Sailor, so it'll be a penalty Brisbane.
So there's no, it's not.
It was in the previous tackle after he passed the ball.
Yeah. So we saw it. We're going to see if there's an advantage or not. It's been reviewed.
it was about 3 plays previous to the kick.
Yeah, but no, this is a sin bin, so that's why it's happening, mate. Yeah, it was on report in the bin, mate. Direct contact, moderate force.
Here it is.
You know, I'm with.
Once you're committed to make a tackle on a player like that, there's no way you can pull out of it. No way.
The bunker should butt out.
Hetherington. Varlepu and Nelson Asofa-Solomona in the tackle. Moser, Walters, Ricky. Bloor down low, Wishart over the top. Moser to Reynolds. He conjure up here, goes to Sailor. Sailor to Cobbo. Cobbo fires a pass out wide, and Brisbane do score their second try of the night through Jesse Arthurs.
Yeah, well done to the Bronx, up against 12 men. And well done by Reynolds. Good ball by Cobbo on the Harvey Norman replay. And
there's Buck. He's done a lot of work tonight. Reynolds nails the conversion. Hetherington did well down low. Moser over the top. Now Grant. Hughes. That's a lovely ball. Running onto it, Warbrick. He's got a hat-trick.
Too good.
Will Warbrick. The rest, so he's in great form, and it's incredible how much he's improved over the years down there at the Melbourne.
Nick Meany. Across the face, no goal. There's a kick from Sailor to Hunt. Hunt to Arthurs, he puts it down. And that will be full time. Craig Bellamy, 400 career wins for the Storm coach. Melbourne flexed their muscle ahead of the NRL finals. The minor premiers going into September.